This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor. John is in Fort Worth, Texas. John, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I got a good spot to be at, but I still have the question of what do I do. So I'm wondering, where do I go from here, me and my wife, with our investments and like in the future? We just completed, we're basically we are baby step 7 now, just this month, paid off the house.
That's amazing. Congrats. What's the house worth?
About $300,000.
Awesome. And what do you guys have in retirement?
Right now, because we did put basically just like 10% at the time. We just stepped that up, or she stepped hers up for a 401k. We're sitting at around 155, I think, counting hers and mine together.
Okay.
But where I currently work, I only have a Roth IRA option. They don't have 401k.
They don't have a retirement plan through your employer.
Correct.
Okay.
So we're doing that. We started that last month. I started funding mine for last year, and now this year I'm going to end up funding mine and one for her. So that way it gets me to the 15% or actually above it, just max it out.
Yeah. What's your household income? What's the gross income you guys will bring in this year?
2026, it should be about 150. We were beyond that before because I used to get a lot of overtime, but I changed jobs this year. Pay went up a little bit, but no overtime.
Okay. Cool. So what's your question?
Well, where we go with the investments from here, so after the IRA, after the 401k, we're going to have the house payment, plus we were putting up to $17,000, actually a little more than $17,000 a year extra on the house to get the house paid off in 10 years. We actually beat 10. We're at 9 years and a couple of months is what we ended up with.
That's awesome.
So we were still able to live our lives off of that. So it's like, okay, do I just put the rest of it into a brokerage account for a S&P 500? Or
you said your wife has a retirement plan through her employer?
Yes.
What is that?
Hers is currently a traditional, and she said that they were changing that to a Roth.
Okay.
But right now we're trying to figure out where we have to do, what percentage we have to do out of her pay, so that way we can max that out, which is, I believe, $18,000.
Well, the 401k is closer to $23,000 or $23,500. Okay. So here's the good news. 15%, which you can invest more of $150,000, is $22,500. So you still have the tax advantage options. If you both do a Roth IRA this year, I think they just upped it to $7,500 is the cap for each Roth IRA. So that puts you guys at $15,000 there, leaving $7,000 to invest. You can do $7,000 in her 401k, on the Roth 401k.
Yeah. But then after that, like the way I look at it, doing the finances, we're gonna eclipse that. We're gonna have more than that, and
you'll have more. Yeah, so
you
could let's try to max out the 401k and max out 2 Roth IRAs. That would be my goal for 2026 if I'm in your shoes.
All right, but then what do I do with the extra after that?
So you're saying you're going to invest the 23 plus the 15, that puts you at 38,000, and you're still going to have more to invest. Correct?
Yeah, we looked at our budget, and we were sitting around 47. That was like, okay.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a high deductible health care plan?
No, unfortunately we don't.
Okay.
Unfortunately we don't, I guess.
Because if you have an HSA, you can invest through that, and it sort of becomes a loophole retirement account. So if you don't have that, so I'm kind of going through in my mind, what are all of the tax-advantaged options? And that's going to be your 401k, your IRAs, your HSA. If you run out of those options, then you can be investing into a brokerage account in the market,
all right,
which is not tax-advantaged.
And that's where my question came in, because it's like, do we still follow the investment recommendation, growth in income, the rest of it, or do we just do S&P 500?
Yeah, you could do either. I mean, S&P 500 is simple, and outside of retirement, that's a great option. That's what Dave would do. If Dave gets a big royalty check for Total Money Makeover, he's just going to throw it into an index fund, into a brokerage account.
Okay.
So I would just go that route. And how old are you guys?
I just turned 40, and she's 41.
Oh, amazing. Think about that, dude. You're in baby step 7, no payments in the world, investing $40,000-$50,000 a year. Go pop that into an investment calculator.
We're trying to figure out what to do next.
That's what you do next, and you keep doing it year after year. And it's not exciting, and people are going to tell you, dude, you need to be more sophisticated, and you should put your money here, and crypto is going to take off, and you should buy real estate. Stick to the plan. Stick to what you know, what you understand, and you will be multi-millionaires in retirement.
Hey, that sounds good.
Congratulations, man. Never go back into debt. Keep investing as much as you can. And also, enjoy your life. You know, we always talk about, John, there's 3 things you can do with money: give, save, spend. And it's easy to have too much muscle in one area where, like, I'm so good at saving and investing, and you realize it's like hoarding.
Yeah.
And your giving muscle's atrophied. And your spending muscle, your wife is like, dude, we haven't been on vacation in 12 years, and we have a paid-for house.
That may have been my house.
That's John. And also mine right now with a toddler and a newborn. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. But that's a good reminder. And congratulations on baby step 7 with the paid-for house.